So, and then, make myself some big notes again. So calling all angels is 3, 4. That's probably slow, but whatever. You're putting things in places. I'm not used to. Okay. Yeah, and then if it's in a different place, I'm like a creature of habit. So, okay. Question: are you going back up to the A on your way to the? Are you hitting the?
give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. just always the angles. The colors, as long as we don't look like zombies or. Okay, yeah, it's all. Fix 'em.
Someday.
Yeah. Trying to get things back. I don't know. No, that's cool. There was just one like this.
Good morning, Monty. Thank you, Lorraine. I hope we had the gong mic on for those of you at home. It's such a lovely way to ground and center before the service. All right, are you ready to raise the vibration in the world and in this room? Yeah. All right, then let's stand and sing with our wonderful house band Ascension.
3, 4. Oh, the colors of the rainbow. All the voices in the wind. Yeah. Every dream that reaches out to find where love begins. Every word of every story, every star in every sky, every corner of creation is to testify. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love, be a witness in the silence. When the words are not enough, with every breath I take, I give thanks to God within. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. From the mountains to the valleys, and the rivers to the sea, every hand that reaches out, every hand that reaches out to offer peace, every simple act of mercy, every step to kingdom come, every hope in every heart speaks what love has done. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love, be a witness in the silence. When the words are not enough, with every breath I take, I give thanks to God within. For as long as I shall live, I will testify. I will testify.
We're very happy to have you back, Ascension. We missed you. We had a couple of weeks because we changed our schedule where we were not in the space for a couple of weeks, so it feels good to be back here. Thank you all for joining us. And so we like to start our service by showing our vision statement and speaking it aloud. So we're going to bring it up on the slides here, and if you'll just join me as we say it together. Not there. There we go. Okay. We are an inclusive spiritual community dedicated to raising consciousness and transforming lives. And so that is why we're here. That's important to us. We have a lot of ways that we do that. We have classes, we have workshops, we have a Circle of Light who does treatment for anyone who is needing it. So will anyone who's a member of the Circle of Light raise your hand or stand up? These are people who are here to treat for you, to help you remember the truth about who you are, to help you work through challenging times, to help you bring in your dreams, to manifest the things that you want. And that is our gift to you. That is our honor to give you. So please do reach out. If there's anything that you'd like a little help working through, then reach out. We're here after service. You can reach out online. You can call our phone number and leave a message. You can message us on you can message us on Facebook or Instagram. You can also email us at admin@theamanicenter.org. Is there anyone here for the first time today? If you're brave enough, all right, or if you're online and you're here for the first time, just put a little note in there. Tell us where you're coming from. We really love to welcome people. All right, so I'm going to take a moment and go through our announcements, what's going on. We have a super busy October, so hold on to your seats. Today we have the wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore speaking, and next week will be ministerial intern Mitch Austin. The 24th is our dedication ceremony, and I'm going to talk about that a little, and then the 31st will be Reverend Sherry. So that's part of the change. We've shifted our Kids and Sunday Fun Day to the last Sunday of the month. Reverend Sherry will always speak on that date, and the first Sunday will now be the virtual Sunday. So today is going to be a fun day. We have our Amani float. So hopefully y'all brought your bathing suits, your towels, maybe a chair. We're just going to go over after service to Negro Bar in Folsom. That's right off of Greenback. And when you go in, you turn right and go down. There's a little beach there. Catherine marked some spots for us, so we'll have a place to sit. It's kind of one of the last warm days, I think, of 2021. Although who knows what's in store for us in 2021. But this week, for a few weeks at least, this is one of the last warm days. So get out, sit in the sun. There's extra stuff. I know I have at least one extra paddleboard on my car. You can try things out. You can just hang out in community in the sand and in the sun and enjoy being together. So that is today. And we have the Amani Spooktacular coming up on Friday, the 15th. And so that is with our teens. So Ministerial Intern Mitch Austin has set this up. There's going to be pumpkin carving. They're doing karaoke. There'll be food. They're just going to have a really good time. So that is free. Tell the teens in your life, show up and have some fun here on Friday night, the 15th. That starts at 7. And the wonderful Clark Amos family has requested that you all be invited to the memorial service for our just lovely Bill Clark, who recently transitioned from this planet. And so they are doing a service right here next Saturday. Everyone is invited. If you are coming, please do RSVP. The phone number's on the screen there, 530-344-7376. Or if you're in the space, you can just let Kathy know today. Bill has just been a wonderful member of this center, and Sonia and the whole family. So we're just so honored to be part of this process of honoring him. Okay, big news. We have Daniel Namod coming in concert here to this space, to this stage on October 23rd at 6 p.m. This is really a big win for us. It's going to be an amazing event. Daniel's not up in the Northern California area that often, but we are doing this as a fundraiser for the Caldor fire victims or people who were affected by the Caldor fire. That is still burning, if you can believe it. We're at 98% contained now, but still just that much left to get out. It was just a really huge event, and as we know, many people in this community, in this greater community, lost homes and businesses and had all kinds of just really challenging effects. So we're going to be sending money to them as a result of this event. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a bar set up out on the patio, and we'll have some appetizers for purchase. And it's just going to be a wonderful chance to be together, to hear some beautiful music, to spend some time in community. So do sign up for that. Tickets are a little cheaper in advance, but they'll be available at the door as well. And all of these links, all of these things that you need to buy tickets or sign up for are available on our website, theamanicenter.org. And then you go to the Discover link. Okay, another big event the following day, that's a big weekend here at the Amani Center, is our dedication ceremony, which we've been putting off since prior to the pandemic. So now we've really got it dialed in. It's going to be a wonderful service. It will be during service. We're also honoring our new practitioner graduates. And so this is just going to be a special service with ritual and music, and all of our ministers will be here, our practitioners. It's truly going to be a special day. And then we are having a catered luncheon afterwards, so everyone is welcome to stay for that and celebrate with us. And then I am going to hand the mic to Angie. She's going to talk about our Rise and Speak Night, which is coming up on the 30th.
Good morning, Amani. On Saturday, October 30th, we're going to have our Rise and Speak, I guess speech night you would call it. It's a course that is led by ministerial intern Mitch Austin. And we have been crafting and refining our speeches. There's several of us that you come and see here every Sunday that will be giving our speeches, and this is your opportunity to learn a little bit more about the people that you come and hang out with every day. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by some of the speeches. And what does a speaker need more than anything else? That's an audience. That's where you guys come in. Because without an audience, you're just somebody standing there talking to yourself. So none of us want to do that. So we personally invite you all to come out, make it a great evening, and learn some new things.
Thank you, Angie. Yes, so it's going to be a wonderful event. There's some amazing people in this community with some stories that you really will not believe, and beautifully told. It's sort of a TED Talk sort of setting, but shorter. They're only 13-minute talks. So do join us for that. It'll be free. It's a love offering basis. All the proceeds go to the center. Okay, and then the last Sunday of the month, which happens to be Halloween, we will be having our Family Fun Day, Spooktacular Kids event. Kids are coming in costume. Adults can come in costume too. It is Halloween. So let's have some fun. We're going to have our potluck, bring some fun, spooky treats, dress up, and let's have a fun Sunday here on October 31st. And I think, oh no, okay, so now we've got some classes to talk about. So we're starting up with year one, beginning again, taught by the wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore and wonderful Angie Gann, the 4 agreements. This is where it all begins. This is where the transformation begins. So this is an accredited class, open to everyone. It will be conducted via Zoom, and boy, it's really a great class. I've taken it, I think I've taken it 4 times. It is well worth repeating. Every time it's different, every time I learn new things, so I would highly encourage you to sign up for this. We also have a year 2 coming up. That is this thing called You. And if you all were listening to Gary Lynn Floyd when he did his talk 2 weeks ago, this is the book he kept referencing that changed his life. Reverend Sherry Wynn will be teaching this class. And it will be, yes, yay. She hasn't taught anything in a while. She's ready to be back. So this is wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity. Yes. Thank you, Reverend Sherry. And let me just go back 1 second. This one is going to be in the space, so 6:30 to 9:30 in person. If you really want to take the class and you would rather do it by Zoom, we can probably work out a hybrid, but a lot of people have just been begging to be back in person, and we have done some stuff in here. It can be done safely, and we can really accommodate everyone, I think. So that begins on November 4th. And then we are bringing back Prosperity Plus. So we've done 1 and 2. Now we'll be doing 3. Yes. This is how you supercharge your abundance, whether it's financially or with your work or with your relationships or your health. Any of the things that you really want to bring in, this is the class to do it. And the class is free. You just pay for the materials from the Mary Morrissey's Institute. So Reverend Belinda and Rebecca Dugan, who is a minister or as a practitioner here, will be leading this. It's fun. It's super engaging, super interactive, and you will have miracles in your life. So if you're ready for that, sign up for Prosperity Plus. All of these are available for sign up on our website. And I think that's the last one. So busy times coming, but get involved. All right, let's take a moment and bless the service. Yeah, did you have a question? Sure. No, and 1 and 2 are those are in our academy, but you still don't have to take them in order. If sometimes if you haven't taken year 1, you might talk to the teacher first, whoever's leading it, make sure that they feel like it's a good fit. Yeah, Prosperity Plus is 3, but it's different. It's their 3, not our 3. Open to everyone too. Yeah, so all three classes are open to everyone, and yeah, you don't have to go in any order. And we don't ever put our classes at the same time, so if you want to take all 3 at once, then you can do that too. Thanks for the question. Okay, so now we'll take a moment and we'll go within. We will bless the service. So allowing your eyes to close if that feels comfortable. Sitting up nice and straight in your chair and receiving that cleansing breath in. We become fully present in this moment. We drop into our heart space. We feel that utter divine connection with Source, with God, with the universe, with spirit, with science, with nature. Whatever you refer to this divine energy that is all, that created each and every one of us, that guides us, that lifts us, that supports us always. We know we are divinely connected with it at every instant of our life, and especially right now. So I know that this service is unfolding perfectly. Everyone is just where they're meant to be. The people who needed to show up today have shown up, whether it's in this room or online, or even if you're watching it later. You came because you heard that nudge. You felt that intention that you needed to listen. And so well done for showing up and listening to Source. I know that the music unfolds divinely. I know our speaker is, as always, inspired and divinely gifted and lifted. And I know that each person hears just what they need to hear. And so I am so grateful for this truth. I'm grateful for this space, for this place that we call the Imani Center, and for all the people who make it what it is. For the center is the people. You are the center. This community is what makes it real, what makes it work, and what brings the magic. So I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for all of you. And I release my word into the law. I know that as I speak it, it unfolds. It is done, and it is made manifest, and all is well. And together we say, and so it is. All right, and so now it is time for our affirmation. I'm going to ask practitioner Tammy to come on up.
Good morning. I'm Tammy, and I'm the practitioner of the day. And today we will have our affirmation comes from the wonderful and beautiful Reverend Pixie DeFore. And we will say it 3 times. The first time with enthusiasm and conviction. The second time will be in a lower tone, taking it into your heart. And the third time, please join me mentally. If you'd like to stand up, please stand up. For today, I will not judge. For today, I will give and receive the gift. For today, I will not judge. For today, I will give and receive the gift. For today, I will not judge. For today, I will give and receive the gift. In our beautiful ascension. light, no matter where you are. I invite you to close your eyes or leave them open. Stand or sit, lay down, hold a pillow, hold your favorite teddy bear, hold the hand of a loved one sitting next to you. And knowing as the sun rises, so does the light in you. And you become this beacon of light, of hope, of love, of healing. And you draw from this source of heat, this brightness in your day, knowing that as you rise with the sun, others around you will rise with you. Hold you up if you need it. Hold your hand. And I invite you to imagine that you are just looking up into the heavens, or the ethers, or the stars, or the sun, to source. Knowing that whatever it is that you need today will be rained upon you. Every cell of your being is being washed of anything that doesn't serve you and is being replenished by love and light. Enjoy your meditation. And as this light engulfs you, bring to mind someone who may need divine healing. Maybe you've lost someone recently, very close to you, family member, a friend, knowing that they are all okay. They're still in our hearts and our minds. Maybe a sick friend, a sick neighbor, maybe some broken hearts out there. Victims of the fires, homelessness, hunger, poverty, low vibration. Think of anybody in the world, knowing that this light, this heart-to-heart connection that we have, brings us all together and lifts us up so we can do better, be better, help one another in community. And as we leave this Amani Center today and go out onto the beach, enjoy the sunlight of the Spirit. And so it is.
Good morning. It's been a minute. I've missed you guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I need a sign to let me know you're here. All of these lines have been crossed over the atmosphere. I need to know that things are gonna look up, 'cause I feel us drowning in a sea spilled from a cup. When there is no place safe and no safe place to put my head, when you feel the world shake from the words that are said, and calling all angels, calling all you angels. I won't give up if you don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. I need a sign to let me know you're here. My TV set just keeps it all from being clear. I want a reason for the way things ought to be. I need a hand to help build up some kind of hope inside of me. And I'm calling all angels. I'm calling all you angels. When children have to play inside so they don't disappear, while private eyes solve marriage lies 'cause we don't talk for years. And football teams are kissing queens and losing sight of having dreams, in a world that what we want is only what we want until it's ours. if you don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up. I won't give up if you don't give up.
Yes, Laureen Duvall and Ascension. Awesome. We are so blessed here with all the people who show up, but our music is amazing. And another thing that is amazing is our ministers, our ministerial council. I think of it all the time, how incredibly blessed we are with these people in the room who are guiding us. And I mean, I've been in a lot of spiritual centers, a lot of churches across the country. We are really blessed here by our ministers. And one of those ministers is our speaker today, the very wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore.
Back to the audience. Every time. Thanks, Kathy. How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, boy, they just rocked that. Calling all angels, and here you all are. Here you are, right in front of me and at home, because we're all angels in our own form, and the Amani Center is full of them, and they're powerful, and they're loving, and they're kind. We're kind, aren't we? I'm proud of that. We're kind people. All right, well, thank you, Amani. Thank you, Music, Ascension. Thank you for the practitioners and Marcy for emceeing. Thank you for everybody that came together, and Chris is back there too, for making this today be exactly what it needs to be for whoever it needs it to be, whatever it is. So what do I want you to leave with today? I want you to leave with that one thing. I've got a few things that I'm going to ask you to take with you, but you don't want to, you don't have to take it. But if there's something that you hear that you do like between the words or the meditations or the music, please do. Put yourself in that bubble, that effervescent, beautiful bubble, which means this is your time for you in spirit. You get to absorb whatever it is you find important to you. Let whatever your troubles are, let them just fall away for this next 25 minutes. Because right now, it's between you and spirit. And nobody and nothing else. Forget about what's for dinner or the argument you had this morning or anything else. You just let that all go. Because today, what are we going to talk about today? So Deepak Chopra, you heard of this guy, right? Yeah. So he has been, this book has been coming to the forefront for me. I've been hearing it here, and it's been showing up on my bookshelf there, and it's just been just absolutely crazy the way the 7 spiritual laws of success has been showing up for me. So I thought, yeah, I guess I need to talk about it. I had an opportunity last week for a friend of mine's father to do the memorial service, and once again, this came back up from the 7 spiritual laws of success. So we're going to talk about a few of those. I'm not going to go through all of them, though, because there are 7. We don't have time. It's Deepak's book. And you're going to find out when you get the book and you read it. We may even do a class here on that. I just think it's so important for the very beginning of our spiritual journey and our metaphysical guidance. Let's call it guidance. But on his 7 spiritual laws, they begin with 1, and then they start to build on each other. So we'll talk a little bit. And in these laws, he has how you can apply them to your daily life. Like we did the Beatitudes last month. Jesus had that Sermon on the Mount, and the Beatitudes, those were like 8 blessings, and we talked about that. Those were lessons for success in life, only in a different way. So here we have the 7 spiritual laws of success. So we're going to talk about that. And this month, it's all about self-care. Talk about how we self-care. You know, we get up, we brush our teeth, we take a shower. I hope we do. We, do those things. We exercise. We eat the right things. Well, maybe not always, but we do. That is our physical self-care. But there is another part of us that is not just the physical, it's the spiritual part. Anybody out there meditate? They got a spiritual practice? Anybody? Yeah. Okay, so that's important stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. Because once we get our spiritual self in alignment as who we are, as we express on a day-to-day basis, things naturally start to fall into place. But is that an easy thing? Not always so easy to do that, is that? Because so much stuff shows up on a day-to-day basis. Deepak Chopra writes about these laws and how we can apply them in the 7 spiritual laws of success. So who wants to be successful in life? Who? Yeah, me too. I'd like to talk about some of those universal laws today. So I want to talk about, and I think he made these laws up, so you guys can all agree with me that they are according to his beliefs, and hopefully they will be according to your beliefs as well. The first one is the law of pure potentiality. Pure potentiality. Yeah. Deepak says that our essential state, who we are, where we came from, is one of pure potentiality. Pure potentiality is pure consciousness. It is the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. So what do we call that? We call that spirit. We call it universal energy. And each one of us in our purest of forms before manifestation. Inside is our spirit, our soul, our true reference point. It's not the outside world, the stuff that we deal with every day. There is peace, calm, harmony. It is not fearful, and it is immune to criticism. Immune to criticism. I don't know, any empaths out there, right? How easy is that one, right? Immune to criticism? Yeah. So outside is the day-to-day stuff, the things, the situations, and the circumstances that confront us. How does it feel? Yeah, kind of crappy sometimes, right? Yeah. Anyone try? We have anybody out there that tries to control things? Yeah? Is it just me? Does anyone out there ever have a need for approval? Yeah. Because why do we do that? Because if things get out of hand, right? Then we don't know what's going to happen. So what does that promote? It promotes fear. Fear. If things get out of control, that is fear-based. Now, we have people that, I was one of them. We have people that are in, let's say, abusive relationships or very painful relationships, I should say. And they would prefer to stay in that painful relationship because they know what's coming down the pipe. They know what it means when the sound of the slam of the door or the sound of the engine or the turn of the sound of the voice. But they know what's going to come down the pipe and they know how to handle that. Whereas if they have the opportunity to leave for something better, it's more frightening to not know where you're going to go and what's going to happen because you don't know. Not you. A person does not know. This outside stuff is not from within. It doesn't come from that infinite source of pure potentiality. He tells us, Deepak does, that when we experience the power of the self, that there is an absence of fear and no compulsion to control. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? No compulsion to control. When we are ego-based, which is the mask that we wear and the role that we play in our jobs, in our social life, we have a sense of false power. So what happens when it all goes away? when the job goes away, when the social life goes away. The power that we may have felt at that time goes away too. So why you get so many people that have retired and their whole sense of self-worth and their power was all wrapped around what they did on a day-to-day basis. I had the opportunity to experience that myself last week. Oh man, it did not feel good. Something that I worked on for years kind of had a little threat to take it away from me. Oh, and that didn't feel good. Empaths, right? We feel the stab in the heart, or we feel the stab in the gut. We're going to talk about that in a minute too. But I had to let go. We'll talk about release. I had to let go of that and realize it was never mine. It was never mine. It belonged to the people that I was serving. Oh, what a great feeling to let go and kick that ego right out of there. Our inner and true power stays with us always. It never goes away. It is true love. True love is what we came in with. True love is what we're going to leave with. Not the job, not the social life, not the other stuff, just the love. Pure potentiality is the ability to fulfill any dream you might have. That's what we teach here. We teach her you can have whatever it is that you want according to your faith and according to your belief. It is inherent in your nature to be able to do this. There is a power for good in the universe and you can use it. Who said that? Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science. Yeah. So how do we access this field of pure potentiality? How do we access it? Prayer? Meditation? Yeah. We practice sitting in the stillness. I'll say this over and over again. Joel Goldsmith, master metaphysician. That's what he would do. He was an instantaneous demonstrator. He would demonstrate on the dime. Healings would occur right away. He is long gone by now, but he would sit in that stillness and he would let the chatter just chat away. And then pretty soon, the mind would stop with the chattering because Spirit wasn't listening to it anymore. And he would sit into that place of pure potentiality where all things are possible. All things are possible. There is great power in that stillness. This is your gateway and your access to infinite possibilities when we go into prayer, when we go into treatment. So let's look at the law of cause and effect. Deepak will call it karma. He says that every action generates a force that returns to us in like kind, and we sow what we reap. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, will tell you that the law of cause and effect simply states that every action has a consequence. Every action. Whether it's creative, destructive, or neutral. Like, have you ever told somebody that they're pretty? And then they smile. Or they say, thank you. You're pretty. That feels good. So what are you doing then? So that is number one, it's a cause, but you're also giving a gift, are you not? You're pretty. That's beauty. And the person smiles at you and says, thank you. They have received your gift. That is also the effect, cause and effect. That's one way of doing that. That feels beautiful. So repeat after me. I am willing to give and receive the gift. Today, I am willing to give and receive the gift. Today, I am willing to give and receive the gift. That's right. So wherever you are, whatever you do, give the gift. If it's a smile, if it's a compliment, if it's a flower, if it's a kiss, give the gift. and be willing to receive the gift. How many times, oh no, I really couldn't. Oh no, thank you. Oh no, my smile isn't that pretty. Oh, I don't do that anymore. Stop that. It's a law of cause and effect. Give and receive. Or if you kick a wall, boom, right? That's a cause. What is the effect? Ouch, you break your toe. There is your effect. You give and receive. Cause and effect. Yeah, life's about choices. You know that? Life's about choices. Some are conscious choices. Yeah, some are unconscious choices. Where do our unconscious choices come from? Yeah, because some of those unconscious choices that we make, sometimes they're triggers. They're triggers because this happened to me and that happened to me and when I was growing up and all that stuff that we learn to get rid of when we go through the classes that we teach here, whatever you choose to take. Maybe we need to start looking at the choices we make for ourselves. Maybe they're not always the best. We're taking care of our spiritual self, are we not? We already have inside of us everything that we will need to know. Start asking the question and then really start to listen. Am I wanting to lose a few pounds? Do I have high blood sugar? Dang, that cherry or that peach cobbler looks really good, right? So, am I going to have that pie? Because if I'm going pie, I'm going all in. Or, just for today, maybe I will abstain. Yeah. Am I going to get up at 5:15 and go into the other room to meditate and pray to learn to get to that place of pure potentiality? Or am I going to roll over in bed and chuck it? The universe is full of choices, and how we choose to take care of us and how we want our life to look like depends on the choices that we make. We're always a choice. Even no choice is a choice. So you got to pay attention to that one. When there's a choice to be had, does it hurt no one else, yourself included? When there is a choice to be had, would it hurt or upset someone else, yourself included? And I say yourself included because many times we're always caring about someone else. They're the kids or family or friends. We're always putting them first, right? You don't need to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You don't need to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. You got to start with you, because if there's no you, right? What's the point? They don't have you to gift them with, whoever them is. Deepak will tell you to listen to your body. It gives you a sensation of comfort or discomfort when you're asking the question, when you're making a choice. Have you ever had that, you're talking to somebody and then all of a sudden, maybe I shouldn't have said that, right? Sometimes that happens. It does. Listen to your body. It will tell you. So check this out. He talks about the solar plexus area and the heart area. And he said, remember I told you I had that stabbing in my heart, right? That's an empath thing, right? You get it? You get the energy? He said that the heart is intuitive, that it is holistic. It's contextual, and it is relational. The heart center. It doesn't have a win-lose orientation. It taps into the cosmic computer, the field of pure potentiality. Infinite, organized power and pure knowledge. It takes everything into account. Powerful, right? Our energy centers are amazing, and they will give us that spiritual pinball and let us know when we're going in the right direction or maybe not right direction. So become a conscious choice maker and watch as the effects in your life begin to change. So Another, and the last one that I'm going to discuss today out of his 7 is the law of least effort and non-resistance. Deepak Chopra's. And I was perusing the internet looking for something to complement that. And Sarah J. Brown has a blog, and she begins to speak to it, to the 7 spiritual laws for success. She said, when we surrender, everything changes. Repeat after me. Accept, surrender, release. Accept, surrender, release. Accept, surrender, release. Take those home with you. Take those home with you. We're going to talk about those right now. Accept. Accept. A-C-E-X. I don't know. Accept. Every obstacle is an opportunity. Man, remember that law of pure potentiality? When we hold on to the old stuff, there is no place for the new. I was talking to somebody about this a few weeks ago. I don't think they believed me. This is truth. Here I am. I am up here with my little heart asking you to understand that there is no room for the new as long as we're holding on to the old junk. Do you guys agree? Yeah, can't have it two ways. We think when we're holding on to old stuff, we're holding on to stuff that we already know. There is nothing new in it. There is nothing new in the old stuff, right? We already know it. We think of things how we want them to be. Okay, so check this out. This is the way it is. This is the way we want it to be. This is not changing. What has to change? Yeah, our perception. Our perception. That is the way that it is. And we can't have it that way, but it's always been. No, stop, stop. When that happens, what does that create? When we really want it to be a certain way and it's just this way? That creates stress. It creates misunderstandings, sadness, fear, anger. Yeah. We are not in the past anymore. We're not there. It's old junk. We're not in the future either. What's the future? Eckhart Tolle told us this in Power Now. What is the future? It's our imagination, because we're not there yet. So we learned in the Power of Now just to be in the present. And I'll tell you this, Power of Now is probably the most difficult class I had the opportunity of facilitating. Because why? It's consciousness studies. Right? Oh, I can do this, no problem. I got into that book. And that book is deep and it's heavy, right? Because you're expanding consciousness. You're learning the newness. You're letting the old junk you already knew go away, and you're letting the past be where it needs to be. Release, gone, right? And since I was a kid, like I always had these little fear things going on, empath, right, going on. And every time a certain one of these situations would come up here in my present life, oh gosh, it would just hit me in the heart. When I was done with that class, something switched. Something switched. And those fears did not creep up on me anymore. The past, the past, right? Didn't belong there anymore. And the future was in my imagination, and all I'm responsible for, sorry, Kelly, all I'm responsible for is right here, right now, moment to moment. Allow things to fall into place rather than forcing them is a great way to look at the law of least effort. Problems will turn into purpose when we accept things the way they are instead of the way that we want them to be. Because why? We are forced basically to go in another direction. Are we not? We are. So what are we learning? Something new, not the old junk, right? And we begin to expand. It's hard to surrender. When we surrender, there is room for the answers to come and the dots begin to connect. Brene Brown said that we find strength in our vulnerabilities. Life starts to work for us. This is the principle of harmony and love. The least effort is expended when our actions are motivated by love. Are they not? Because what does love make us feel like? All happy and giddy and, you know, woohoo! It feels great. And when we're feeling all happy and all giddy and woohoo, then where's all the junk that's been happening in our life? Are we even looking at that? Are we giving it any attention? Are we paying attention to that? No, because we're having more fun being all happy and giddy and woohoo, right? Yeah. Love is ease and it's grace. Demonstrations, manifestations, those are the things that show up after we have prayed for something. They are more quickly, they will demonstrate more quickly for you if the prayer in pure potentiality is done in love and excitement. The woohoo, yeah, when it's done in that, that's when our prayers really start to cruise and get at a good clip. So release. Why are you here? Y'all know why you're here? Is there an appearance of success at the cost of inner turmoil? Oh, I had to pay a price. There's a price for everything. The price is inner turmoil because you want success. How do you feel like paying that price? That's not a bad price to pay, but you got to work at it. Yeah. Are you willing to begin to let things fall into place? Yeah. Let people and problems go. You don't have to salvage or solve everything. Control people? Yeah. Okay. Where is your gratitude focused? What a gift when we realize that we do not have to control the outcome. Oh, man, I've been trying to learn that for years. And you know what? I got to tell you, as one of those empaths, as one of those control freaks, it feels really good to let go of it. Little things still creep up, but not like they used to. So she said, Sarah J. Brown said in her blog that when she was in hot yoga and the instructor told them to go into tree pose, right? I do that in heels. Well, she did it, and she said she fell out like a clumsy person. She had an aha moment when the instructor told her, it's not that you fell out of the pose, but what's important is how you rebuild. What's important is how you rebuild. She said a light bulb went off. She had an aha. There was no reason or need to control everything. So she stopped. Just stop. She said, I stopped trying to control that I had little money, little way of finding out how to navigate the next chapter of my life, little knowledge of what was to come, little courage in facing my fears, and I let it all go. What I tried to control was actually controlling me. What I tried to control was actually controlling me. So if any of you guys out there controls like me, that wasn't light bulb for me. That was my light bulb. What I was trying to control was controlling me. So I'd like you to go back to that. Once you find yourself in a position, maybe some of you don't, maybe some of you do. When you find yourself in that position, you ask that question. It's okay to not always have the answers. Accept first. Surrender the fight and see the opportunity. Release the need to control. Accept, surrender, release. It can change your perception and transform your problems into purpose. So I'm going to close with this. This is what I ended the memorial with last weekend, and I just wanted to bring it here because I feel that it is so important for everyone to hear. We are travelers, by Deepak Chopra. We are travelers on a cosmic journey. Stardust swirling and dancing in the eddies and whirlpools of infinity. Life is eternal, but the expressions of life are ephemeral, momentary, and transient. Buddha said, "This existence of ours is as transient as autumn clouds. To watch the birth and the death of beings is like looking at the movements of dance. A lifetime is like a flash of lightning in the sky, rushing by like a torrent down a steep mountain." We have stopped for a moment to encounter each other, to meet, to love, and to share. This is a precious moment, but it is transient. It is a little parenthesis in eternity. If we share with caring, lightheartedness, and love, we will create abundance, joy, and love for each other. And then this moment will have been worthwhile. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Pixie. Wonderful as always. All right, so now it is time for our joyful time of giving. And so before I ask Tammy to come up and do the prayer, I'm just going to remind you of a few of the ways that you can give to the Amani Center, particularly while some people are watching from home. We've set up a text to donate. You can text the word Amani to 44321, and that will walk you through a way to donate. You can hit the donate button on the newsletter, all of our email blasts. They're always there on our website, theamanicenter.org. You can use your bank app and just set up a recurring donation that comes out automatically each week or each month, whatever works for you. And you can still mail us a check. Send it to the Amani Center at 2558 Greenwood Lane, Suite Number D in Cameron Park, California, 95682. There should be a link being dropped as well right now online, so you can use that link to donate. And however you decide to give, whether it's your time, your treasure, your talents, we just appreciate you all so much. We really can only do this with everybody kind of pitching their part in. So thank you so much for whatever you do give to the Amani Center. All right, and so I'm going to ask Tammy to come up and do a little treatment with you holding your gifts.
Hello again. If you would please take your offering of love or whatever you are able to give today, just put it over your heart, knowing that whatever you can offer the Amani Center today, as Marcy said, your time, your talents, your love, your support, your sharing of your gifts, knowing that it not only helps the center, but we do help the community around us. It flows in, around, and through us, starting here, right now. And we're so, so grateful for all the gifts that you give us, the love, the hugs, the tithing, knowing that it multiplies abundantly around the world. And so it is. And so it is.
3, 4.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds and
I gratefully and lovingly accept these offerings on behalf of the Amani Center, and thank you again to Ascension for that wonderful rendition of knowing that there are bright, shiny days ahead, and so it is.
So we'll be carpooling over for our bright sunny day in the sun, floating at Negro Bar. Just a reminder, if anyone wants to carpool, talk around. And let's all stand for now so that we can sing The Presence is Here together.
The presence is here.
The
Presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. And I will meet you in grace.
Accept, surrender, release. For today I will not judge. For today I will give and receive the gift. And so it is.
And so it is.